Well, we're back to probably where we feel most at home.
At least lately, meaning, what, the last couple of years?
Yeah, the last couple of years is a beer. We've got a 25th anniversary beer, and
Cool.
it's got also on top of that, it's got some other great things going for us. It's in a can. We've been looking for something awesome in a can. We're always looking for awesome things in a can just because, I don't know, it's something to do.
That would be great. A great slogan. Awesome in a can.
Awesome in a can.
Yes.
And then on top of that, it was given to us.
You have a habit. People like to
even
give you
better.
beer.
It's been happening a little bit more lately, which has been nice.
It's good.
And they don't even know what we're going to say about it. So that's what's even better, is that they're just like, if you like it, talk about it. Even if you don't, talk about it too.
That's right, because discussion is good.
That's right. And that's what we've got for this Give It a Shot. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith, and we are AboutBeverages.com. And the beverage we are about today is a beer. It's a beer from Santa Fe Brewing Company. It's their Saison 88. It's a 25th anniversary release available for this summer only.
Yeah, and like you said, I didn't even know they'd been around that long.
I know. Yeah, I've only been aware of them now for probably like 4 years, but that's probably because we are in Arizona.
Yes.
They're in Santa Fe. That could be part of the reason.
That could
be. 5.5% alcohol.
Yeah, so it's a farmhouse.
Farmhouse.
Yeah, farmhouse. So when I think farmhouse, I usually think there's probably going to be a little funk in there. I'm hoping.
A little bit of funk, a little bit of probably usually a little lighter.
A little lighter, right?
But
yeah.
usually an easier drinking style but yeah, like I said, with a little bit of something to believe in. Oh wait, no, that's I don't want to go that way. With a little bit of something to
little bite, little something.
connote flavor.
Yeah, a little
Yes.
something else extra in there, just besides your normal summer fare. But
Right.
So yeah, and as I said at the top of the show, this was given to me by Bill. He's one of their distributors here in Arizona. We formed a little bit of a friendship over coffee. He comes in every now and again and picks things up, and we've started a conversation. And yeah, he was kind enough to give this one to me. He appreciated that we are beer enthusiasts, that we like trying different things. We're geeks. We like trying these things.
He's provided us with the Freestyle Pilsner, right?
The Freestyle Pilsner, which we
included
liked
in
quite a
our
bit.
article.
Yeah, and actually we had the Java Stout long before we'd even ever met him. And that one we do need to try again at some point, because that was the one we keep referencing of the never-ending head.
Right, it was
it was full. If you want to see that, go back in the archives at AboutBeverages.com.
Beer glass was filled with foam.
We had to time lapse that, and it was like about 5 minutes later, finally you actually had some beer in there.
That's right.
But anyway, yeah, so we're going to go ahead and don't need the bottle opener this time. We're going to go ahead and crack it open.
Good sound.
Always a good sound there. And full disclosure, as we like to do here, he gave me 2 of these, and I have had one of them already.
He gave you 2, and there's only 1 left, which we're having right now. So
Solve for X. How many did I have?
Okay. All right. Andrew's had this before. It's all right. It's hard sometimes. Those beers call to you.
It did. It just looked so refreshing. It was one of the slightly more enjoyable nights here in during the monsoons here in Arizona about like a week ago. And I was like, okay, like this actually sounds good and refreshing. We're sitting outside, kind of tolerating that, and it just sounded good. I like the minimalist logo with the Santa Fe Brewing. All their cans do that. Just a little symbol. Cloudy straw.
I had written cloudy yellow already, but yeah, straw yellow. Yeah, I'm
I
good
think
with
it's that lighter. Yeah, it's a little more toward the straw.
Very minimal carbonation.
Yeah, very
that
light
I can
carbonate.
see at
Yeah,
least. Yeah, a little on the top, but
yeah, nice little bit on the side there.
But yeah. Oh well, now.
Well, look at that. It's full.
Oh, vigorous. I still love these glasses for beer.
I do too.
Ooh. Yeah. That's definitely like we had the flying fish. Flying Fish. We had their farmhouse.
Yes, they had a farmhouse summer ale, which
that was much milder in aroma, at least than.
Yeah, that was very light in aromatics. You definitely get the Pilsner malt, that kind of classic smell coming through, and then you get the little.
There's some funk.
Little funk afterwards. Yeah,
oh, yeah,
right.
Definitely.
I also get. I got a hint of this the other day as well. You get a little hint of like citrus, a little lemon there at the back.
I didn't quite get that.
I get that at the very end. That's kind of how it finishes for me. It's like a snap of that.
Maybe more like lemon rind.
Okay.
The not high note, that lower note. Okay.
It's funny that you say that.
Why?
Because I made notes of something, and we'll talk about it once we taste it,
All right.
which we should do now.
There's a little bit of a back of the tongue pucker on the sides of my tongue. The funk is all high, a high funk.
Yeah, which I'm good with.
Because that means it sort of goes quickly.
Yeah. Yeah,
Although
I
it
like
does
that-
leave a little bit on the sour.
Well, but that also I think could be a little bit of the hops. I think there's
Okay.
there's Saz hops in here. I'm not sure. I'll look
Simon
that up.
Says.
Simon Saz. Or some Czech Noble hops, Simcoe and Cascade. Sorry.
Okay.
But yeah, I think that's kind of from that a little bit.
We've said this about another beer, and I can't remember which one it was. Refreshingly unrefreshing. Or unrefreshingly refreshing, actually. Because it's more...
There's more flavor at the back there than you'd normally think out of something refreshing, but the front end to me is so refreshing and crisp
Yeah.
that it kind of all balances out.
Yeah, and like I said, the funk that is the high goes away, leaves you a little bit of sour from the hop.
Which I liked.
Yeah.
So getting back to what you said about the lemon rind,
Yeah.
when I actually had this the other day, and I get this again, as you're taking a sip, this is good. I get actually like lemon pith, the actual like white of the lemon where it gets kind of bitter.
Oh,
Where you get
okay,
there
yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
So that was exactly. So when you said rind, I was like, that's what I got out of the flavor was that there was that. You know, you still got a little bit of the like essential oils from the lemon, but then
Yeah.
that bitterness that you talked about reminded me of like the actual like pith.
All right, I take a pith. I mean, I take your pith description.
It's pithy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was what I thought of, and I was like, and I may have even talked about that a little bit, but yeah, I got that, and I really liked it. I thought that was good.
Yeah, I like that too. Is it? Oh, I think we didn't say, but $8.99, probably about $9 for a
yeah,
6-pack.
right around $9 for a 6-pack. Hopefully, you can still find this. It says through the summer, so I would think maybe through August, you might be able to still get this. I'm not sure.
Nice, relatively low on the alcohol. I mean, 5.5.
Yeah,
bad.
I call that sessionable.
Good starter.
That's still in my sessionable realm. Since
It's
we're
a-
experienced beer drinkers.
It's a good starter with a little bit extra. Like I've had some shift left over from the party, and I've been starting with that, and which I like, but it's definitely on the mellower, smoother side than something like this, which gives you that little bit of that funk and lemon.
Yeah, that's what I like about this is that you still get the refreshing part of it, but there's some character to it. And I think that's what's really nice. And that's kind of, I think, what I'm looking for in summer beers, be them like a wheat beer, like the Keller Weiss, Hefeweizen or something like that. I want something that's still lighter overall on the palate, but I don't want it to be water because I can drink water. You know what I mean? Like I can find that.
Right.
It's like I want a little bit of character to it. And I think that's kind of what this brings is that, kind of avoids most of the front of your tongue. Like I said, it's just kind of light, little light citrus, but then gives you some nice things at the back. I'm getting a little, it's almost making my mouth water a little bit.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. And that is good. That's a good quality for a beer like this.
I think so too. Well, definitely, if this interests you, head on over to the website, AboutBeverages.com, and check out the tasting notes for this Saison from Santa Fe Brewing, along with where it hits on our recommendation scale.
And if it doesn't interest you, let us know why it didn't interest you.
Exactly, yeah. Tell us why. Like, are you not into Saisons? Does the thing about being in a can turn you off? I've still heard people say that kind of thing, which I think it's almost kind of silly now because you can get, insert brewery that you enjoy here. A lot of them, they do stuff in cans nowadays. I mean, Sierra Nevada, New Belgium, all these kind of breweries that, especially Sierra Nevada, I think they do very high quality stuff. They put some of their stuff in cans too. They're thinking about, people, if you're going on a trip, if you're going camping, you want to bring things with you. I'd probably rather bring a can than a bottle. And if I can bring something that's a quality IPA or whatever, I think that's a win-win situation. All the stuff from Oscar Blues, that's all in cans.
Yep.
They've been doing it forever, and they're expanding again. So don't be afraid of the can.
That's right.
And don't be afraid of going to our website and checking out all the other things that we have to
fear.
offer. And
There's no fear there.
There's no fear. And following us on Twitter, become a fan of us on Facebook. We appreciate if you're watching us on YouTube or if you're actually at our site. Either way, it's all good to us. We enjoy that. And let us know what you think, or if there's some other, Saison's kind of a thing I've been getting into more lately. We've had a couple good ones. Like I said, we talked about actually in the Tucson Happenings articles, we talked about the blue corn one from Dragoon.
Mm-hmm. I'm kind
of wanting some more feedback on what different Saisons are out there that I should be trying, stuff we can find here in Southern Arizona, or if you want to ship us something, we'll take that too.
Yeah, of course. We're happy to have you hand us a beer.
That's right. We're always happy for that. But whether we like it or not,
You should give it a shot.